Domestic violence everywhere. It's becoming the order of the day. Honestly, everywhere you turn, somebody is abusing somebody. Somebody is violating someone. If it is not the husband, it is the wife. You know, when we talk about domestic violence, it's not only about women. Women also abuse men. The only thing is that most men don't talk. They don't say anything. They just bear it. It only comes out when it becomes severe. When it's a very severe case, like this one now that we are going to talk about. Hi, you're welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great wherever you are. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. And if you're here for the first time, thanks for coming here. And if you have been watching my videos and you're still considering, should I subscribe? Should I not subscribe? Please kindly subscribe to my channel, okay? And while you're there, enable the notification bell so you get to see more of the videos I push out there. Thanks for joining me today. This is Ozike TV and my name is Ozioma. What are we looking at? Wow, this is horrific, isn't it? Well, this woman, Bisola Awodele, is a 43-year-old woman. She's a mother of 5, and the name of her husband is Peter Phillips. She has actually caused quite a stir. She's from Ogun State. Well, for now, she is cooling off at the police station, Ogun State Police Command. For doing what? For bathing her husband with boiling water. And you're saying, why? Well, that is what we're trying to find out. She said that her husband, was a drunk. So she wanted to teach the man a lesson, and this is what she could come up with. Can you imagine? This is absurd. This is highly condemnable, honestly. According to this woman, she said that her husband used to abuse her and her people each time he got drunk. So this particular day, when the man came back, they got into an argument, from one argument to the other, because this woman had already planned this thing, or accumulated rage, or accumulated anger, whatever you may call it. She remembered that this my husband is always drinking, drink to stupor, stuff like that. So she decided that, okay, today we are going to end it. But you know what? She went about it the wrong way. She went about it the wrong way. This incident happened last week, Monday, and she was arrested same day. You know what happened that day? When this woman poured this water on her husband, the man ran away. What did he do? He didn't just run away. He ran to the Sango police station with first-degree burns all over his body and lodged a complaint. Can you imagine? This is bad. How can somebody pour boiling water on another person? Didn't she know when she was doing this thing that, this thing could cause bodily harm, grievous bodily harm on this guy? She knew. She was angry. She was, whatever it is that pushed her to do this, whatever, it was wrong. This is also domestic violence. Because if the roles were to be reversed, we will say, look at what this man did to his wife. But now, it is now the other way around. Normally, when we talk about domestic violence, once you hear it, you are saying, this man has done a wicked thing to his wife. But this time around is a different thing altogether. Now look at this thing. What this woman did now is terrible. She wanted to purge the man of this his attitude, and this is what she could come up with. As this thing was, this thing is life-threatening. While they were at it, they discovered that this particular woman had murdered their 8-month-old baby earlier, during what the husband described as a similar fit of rage. So the woman, once she gets angry, she will do something very, very terrible. How could a mother do this to an 8-month-old baby? How could she do that? That she couldn't take care of the baby. She was frustrated. that she couldn't take care of the baby, your own child. How could you do that? That the man does not contribute to the welfare of her and her children? That's what he did. And I quote, according to the area commander, ACP Muhyiddin Obe, he said on interrogation, the suspect explained to the police how her husband was fond of coming home drunk always without contributing anything to the welfare of her and the children. She stated further that on that fateful day, the husband came home drunk as usual, and while she was complaining about his acts of drunkenness, the man started insulting her and her parents, which infuriated her, consequence upon which she poured hot water on his body. Preliminary investigation also revealed that the suspect gave birth to a baby about 8 months ago, but she killed and secretly buried the baby out of frustration. The investigating team has since followed her to the secret grave of the killed baby, where the carcass was exhumed. The husband has been taken to the General Hospital Ota, where he is presently recuperating. Can you imagine? That was what the police said. That was their statement. Your own child. So that means that each time this woman got angry, something terrible must take place. You got angry, that you were frustrated. You already had 5 children. Why having more? If you could be frustrated that things were not going the way they could be, why take it out on an innocent child? Now you send the child to an early grave. Now your husband is another matter to you. Haven't I said it several times? You cannot stay in the marriage. Why don't you leave? What if this man had died? Because this thing could cause someone to just give up the ghost. What if he had died? What kind of anger would drive you to do something so grievous? Even your own child, in a fit of rage? I mean, what are you still doing in the marriage? If you knew that this man's drunkenness was causing you serious problem, I mean, what were you doing there? You could have left, or you leave him alone. Now look at this problem now. Has even unearthed another one that you did. About your child, your own child that you gave birth to. How could a mother do that? How wicked could some people be? You wanted to teach your husband a lesson and it was hot water that you could see. Why didn't you pour him cold water? So that his eyes will open. Maybe he came back staggering. When you pour cold water on him, he will calm down and say, oh, he will remember where he was. No, that one will not solve the problem. By pouring him cold water, you wouldn't have taught him the lesson you wanted to teach him. This is the way she wanted to settle it. She didn't know that she was doing herself. That's why we talk for Lagos. You just do yourself. She didn't know she was doing herself, causing serious problems for herself. After when she buried this child 8 months ago, maybe nobody knew. This one now brought this upon her. Look at it. Why are people so violent? Why do they harbor so much in them? If somebody is fond of doing something to you that you do not like and you cannot stay in that place, maybe you should separate for a while, calm down and come back and work things out. This is not the way to do it. Look at it. She doesn't even know how many years this will end her. Our people should just be careful. Be careful. You already have 5 children. There are people that do not even have one. Maybe the child was, they didn't say the child was sick. Nobody mentioned about sickness. She was just frustrated. You could have given up the child for adoption. There is no state government that does not have a welfare section. You can take the child to the welfare and tell them that I cannot take care of this baby. Please, you people should take the baby away from me. There are 1,001 families that are looking for children to adopt legally. Why take the child's life? A life he did not give. A child that God gave you. I mean, you should have given him or her up for adoption. That would have saved you a lot of public ridicule and all this unnecessary exposure. Well, thankfully, the man is still alive. I'm sure he must have learned his lesson. By now, that drunkenness must have fled from him. He will not try it again. By the time he comes out of this one, he will be a changed man without anybody telling him to change. Well, guys, that is it for this video. Well, this is not fun, I'm telling you, but some things, you can't just help laughing. The guy he's normal now, his eyes are clear. He's cool now. He can do a lot of things. The drunkenness, all the hot drinks that he has been taking since, he is calm. He's in his right senses. He can think properly. Well, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. I so much appreciate you. Thanks for your support. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your support and your encouragement. They have kept me going. I like to get to 1,000 subscribers at least before the end of this month, and I know it is possible. Well, I see you guys in the next video. Until then, please stay safe. God bless you. Bye-bye.